Hi, my name is Vanessa Konecki, and behind me are my dogs, Luna, Talon, and Ghost. And today we're going to talk to you about a target audience and why it is that people do not engage with their content. There are three reasons why people don't engage with your content on Facebook. The first reason is that they're probably not seeing it. Facebook tries to connect people with content, and their goal is to connect people with content that they want to see, not random content that they don't want to see. So I like to use the analogy of a shadow profile. So I have this shadow profile that Facebook has for every single user on the platform that basically is a list of things that they're interested in, which is determined based off of stuff they post on their own personal profile, the kind of content they engage with, things like that, right? So now Facebook slowly goes about making this shadow profile. And then once it knows what it is that you like to engage with, it tries to show you more content in that same vein. The problem is that a lot of direct sellers post content on their Facebook that does not utilize any words that would be considered by Facebook to be interest words. So Facebook does not know who to show this content to. So it shows it to a random sampling of people instead of showing it to the people who are most likely to want to engage with it. So, for example, let's say that I went to a Golden Girls reunion, right? A Golden Girls, not reunion, but a Golden Girls convention. Okay. And it's a Golden Girls convention. I'm super excited. I love the Golden Girls. Everyone I know loves the Golden Girls. It's fantastic, right? Everyone in my group loves the Golden Girls. And I post a picture of me with, say, Golden Girls impersonators, and I do this, and I'm like, having such a great time today, hashtag love my life. Right? Nowhere in there have I said the word Golden Girls, which means that even though I have an audience of people who love the Golden Girls, who would probably want to see that post and would want to engage with it and be super, super excited about the fact that I'm there, none of them will ever see that post because I didn't use any of the keywords that are necessary to be able to identify who Facebook should be showing that content to. So that's the first reason, all right? The second thing is that even if you use that content, a lot of times we are not utilizing the tools of storytelling that will invite someone to participate in our story with us. So for example, in that earlier example where I said, having a great time today, hashtag love my life, that could basically just be a statement. I just want everyone to know that I'm loving my life. Right. And that's awesome that I'm loving my life, but it doesn't really open up the door for someone to emotionally connect with me or say, oh my gosh, I remember that time I did this thing. Or, oh, you're at this convention. What a fun time. I went to a Threes Company convention last year, or what have you. Something that would inspire an emotional connection between me and my viewer, me and my reader, so that they feel compelled to respond because of that emotional connection. So the second reason that a lot of times people do not engage is because even if they do see the content is not providing them with any context clues to have them feel something about it, so where they would want to engage. And then the third reason why people do not engage with content is because there is not a clear call to action. So going back to that first example where I said, hashtag love my life, having so much fun here, I am not inviting my viewers or my readers to participate in this experience with me. I am just basically telling them, hey, I'm loving my life. Great. That kind of statement doesn't really invite them to say, hey, I'm having such a great time at the Golden Girls convention today. It was amazing. I saw Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia and Rose, and they were all sitting around the kitchen table, and I got to sit in with them. How awesome is that? Which Golden Girl would you want to meet, right? Saying something to invite them to participate in the post with you is a great way to get people to engage. Because a lot of the times we forget that our audience does not necessarily know that they're supposed to be engaging with things. And if we don't give them that cue saying that we want to hear from them, they don't necessarily know if they should or shouldn't or what they should or shouldn't say. Because for them, oh, that's very interesting. I'm just going to scroll on because they haven't been given an instruction for what to do next. So those are the three reasons why people don't engage with your content. In order to make sure that you are using the proper keywords that are going to attract your target audience specifically and are crafting your content in such a way that you are going to inspire your audience to want to engage with you and determining a clear call to action, you are going to want to know who your target audience is, because you can't attract someone and you can't connect with them emotionally if you don't actually know who they are. But when you think about your customer base, it could be anyone. It's such a broad spectrum of people. It could be this person over here, that person down at Michael's, 15 other people over here. How do you know who your actual audience is? The purpose behind this course is to help walk you through that entire process of identifying exactly who it is that you're talking to. What is it that they're interested in? What do they struggle with on a day-to-day basis, specifically regarding your product and how your product can solve that problem for them? We're going to go through the whole shebang with a worksheet, videos to walk you through it, and transcripts in case you don't want to watch the videos and you want to read it. But by the end of this training, you will know how to write content that will target your audience, allow Facebook to know who to put that content in front of, and what you can talk about that will inspire them to interact with you. I look forward to seeing you in the